What's going on, everyone? It's Marcellus back with another video. Today, we got to talk about Baby Doge because Binance might be teasing a Baby Doge listing. So, we got to talk about this, and we're also going to do a technical analysis on Baby Doge. So, definitely stick around to the end of the video. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight to it. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about here with Baby Doge is going to be this. So, yes, welcome back to another round of crypto trivia. So this is what Binance US posted to their page here. And typically they really only post what they have listed. Now I don't think they have Hamster listed or Baby Doge because we already know that. They already got Sheep, they already got Dogecoin. But the only two that aren't on here is Dogecoin or Baby Doge and Hamster Coin. So something you got to know about Hamster Coin, Hamster Coin is behind Baby Doge. Baby Doge was made first, but Hamster Coin is another meme coin that has been garnering a lot of attentions inside of the whole crypto space. So it has another social community like Baby Dogecoin. But the fact that they have Shiba Inu and Dogecoin on here, yet most people picked Baby Doge when everybody knows the first popularized meme coin is Dogecoin. Everybody knows that, but mostly everybody clicked Baby Doge. This could be like some kind of subliminal. Look, 42,000 people, if 42,831 people clicked on this and they said Baby Doge was the first popularized meme coin, then that's gotta say something. It's really gonna put that in their mind that they should release Baby Doge, that they should put Baby Doge on a leash on the platform. So they really need to put Baby Doge on Binance. And I think that we're getting every step closer every single time we have stuff like this. Every single time they make these petitions, it pretty much shows them that our community is way stronger than even Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. And this shows that it's going to be a good thing for our actual community to get on to Binance. But anyways, look over here. Hamster Coin is trending here on Twitter. And even though Hamster Coin is trending, we still got Baby Doge beating Hamster Coin inside of all of these different polls. So yeah, this is pretty good for us. And look, this was just not even too long ago. So this started yesterday at 10:19 p.m. And now look at today, 7:29 p.m. today. So not even a full day, almost a full day. But this is just huge that Baby Doge garners so much attention. Baby Doge is just so big out there. And if Binance US lists us first before Binance, that's even better too, because then it's going to eventually lead to the whole Binance platform having Baby Doge on there. So I think that there's a huge possibility that this could be them teasing the Baby Doge listing. So not only that, we also got to talk about this today. So this is actually something pretty big that happened overnight. And it was with that Binance post. When Binance posted and it had Baby Doge in their post, literally, Binance had Baby Doge inside of their post, actually mentioned Baby Doge in a post. You got to think about how significant that is. If Binance is like mentioning a project inside of their post, that means that they know that that project is not a scam. They're not going to post something knowing that it's a scam. They know Baby Doge isn't a scam. They know we're not a bunch of bots. That's why they posted that in there, because now that they know that we're real, they want to see what's the first popularized meme coin. Go. And then everybody clicking Baby Doge shows that we have the strongest community. And on top of that, people who are following Binance US are now looking at Baby Doge like, this is a viable option. Maybe Baby Doge is about to get listed. And then look, that puts that curiosity in the people's minds. So yesterday we had 159,000. We had about 159,000, no, like 1.59 million inside of here. Now we have 1.593. And yesterday we had 1.591. So that's a lot. So just to be exact here, 1,591,000 people inside of Baby Doge yesterday. Now 1,593,000 people today. So that's a huge, significant jump, about 2,000 people overnight just getting into Baby Doge based off that post that Binance just did. If that is what happens just because we got a post on Binance US, not even the official Binance, what is the official Binance of the United States. But if it was on the actual like main Binance page, could you imagine how many more followers we would get on there with Baby Doge? Because you got to think about it. The Binance page only has about 300,000 people on the Binance US page. Like we were just there, only about 300,000 people are following that on this page. But if you look anywhere else, like this is just huge. The fact that we're having all this going on. So look at this, 38.3%. So over here, Binance US 312K. That's crazy. Literally 312K. Imagine if we can get on the main Binance page. The main Binance page is well over 312K. So we would get more than 1,000 or 2,000 followers overnight. We would get more like 20K. followers overnight, almost 100K followers overnight. And that's not just followers, that's actually holders inside of Baby Doge. So the fact that that happened, this could be really big for us, especially if Binance US goes in on it first. Because if Binance US can go and list Baby Doge first, then you know it's going to get listed on the main platform after that. So the first thing that we're going to go over here with the technical analysis is going to be this. So look, we're about to go down here and hit the support with the Baby Doge. So yes, we're about to hit that support. So that's at 1250. And kind of, you just kind of got to look at this. We bounced off the resistance twice. And the fact that we couldn't break above the resistance twice, and now we're heading right back down to the support, it kind of shows that we don't have enough momentum for Baby Doge to get all the way up there. So you actually see over here that the 24-hour market control is in control by the bears, or by the bulls by 60%. So we are 60% bullish here with Baby Doge. And you can also see over here, we're having some selling volume here on the oscillator. So you're going to see some more selling coming. So yeah, you're going to see that 1250 support. And like I said, we're more than likely going to break it if we cannot continue to build momentum. And that's why I drew that circle down there. So pretty much that circle is indicating the support where they're going to have at all the way down here for Baby Doge. And that was where our support was back here for the 26th of July. We had that same support. So that's why I was looking at that as support. And if you're wondering, that support is at 113. So 113, that is what we're looking at for our support after 1250. So that's 1130. Now, the next thing you want to look at is the 4-hour chart for Baby Doge. So let's go over there. Now, so this 4-hour chart, you can actually see on the 4-hour chart, it still says 60% bullish, and you're still seeing all the selling here on the bottom of the oscillator. But it does kind of look like it's starting to form and maybe going back, but it might just reverse into another selling pattern like it did there. So we got to be careful with that because it doesn't look like it's at the end of the buying pressure here. It should be flat or almost all the way up there and flat. So then it can go on the upside. Because when there's a lot of buying pressure, then it looks like this, or it looks like this, and it never looks like this on the downside here. So yeah, you never want to see that inside of the buying pressure for the oscillator. But yeah, we are in a red area here. That means this is supply and demand of less demand. There's less demand inside of this area. That's why it's driving us down to the 1250 support. So even if we got past this area, we would have to get past the next area of less demand. And that's all the way up here at like 1460. So we have a lot of different milestones to try to break here with Baby Doge with the price. So it's going to be harder for us to do that. But yeah, anyways, over here though, Bitcoin is also going down to the support. So if you see Bitcoin on the oscillator, is showing that it's coming off of an oversold area. So Bitcoin is oversold right now, double oversold actually. Oversold here, oversold there. What is that telling you? That means that all this overbuying that we had previously, that was all whales just trying to manipulate the price, let it rise up, let people go in on the FOMO, and then sell out on them. Oh, Bitcoin just got past 24K. Yeah, the second it did, it went right back down because the whales, they came in for the taking. They sent it all the way up. They overbought that position. And then you can see down here exactly what happened. They oversold it right after that. And there was a huge red candlestick indicating that there's large whales here inside of Bitcoin manipulating the prices. And then look, we immediately had this green area here, supply and demand, or more demand, immediately turned red into less demand. So that's telling you right now that this isn't retail traders just manipulating prices. This is actually big whales manipulating these prices. So now you're going to see that support down here getting hit. That 23.4K support is going to end up getting hit right there, and then possibly even back down to 23K flat, and then eventually down here to about 21K if we keep going on this pattern. But no, it could have the potential to continue to become bullish. But right now, what I'm looking at the whole global economy, and there's not really anything good going on. Like gas prices are starting to go down, and that's good. That's nice and all, but everything kind of still looks a little bit shaky. But who knows? Maybe we already reached the bottom and we're just heading on the path all the way up. And this is just how it happens, because you gotta think what's been happening since like June, like early June. Like look at what we did all the way back here, early June. We bottomed out pretty much inside the crypto market. So if you look right here, we bottomed out in the crypto market at about 17K, and that is at 18th of June. So that's 17K Bitcoin at the 18th of June, right? So if we bottomed out all the way back there, look at what's been happening since that. Like we have not reached that same bottom point. So we might have already bottomed out in the crypto market. You can see the second we bottom out, we start to pump and then we go back down, but we don't go all the way back down to that complete bottom here. So I do think that we already bottomed out at 17K here. You can also look over here. We got pretty close and we hit about 18.7K. But none of these times did we reach 17K for any of these times. So you can keep seeing this like over and over again. We have a pump, right? And then we go back down. But notice how once we go down from that pump, we don't go down below the previous low. And that's kind of the same thing with the bottom. And that's kind of how these things work themselves out. So you can see over here with the bottom over here, we were actually higher for the next low when you look over here. And now when you look over here, you're going to see more next lows. So right over here, you can see this low is actually higher than that one. The lows keep getting higher and higher. And the same thing actually happened here. The lows are now getting higher over here. So there's a huge possibility that we already reached the bottom and that we're going to keep having these sporadic moves, these sporadic jumps, followed by sporadic downside movements. But we're really not bearish because they're never going below the previous low. So if you look at it from that perspective, it kind of shows you that we might actually be entering the bull market. And I know it sounds crazy saying it like that, but this is a possibility that we're actually entering the bull market. So I'm taking off all the indicators right now. If you're wondering what I'm doing, to kind of show you what everything looks like without me having everything on the screen. So let's just go ahead and look at this. So all the way from here, from the 17th of June, you can see way back here. And I just now clicked the ad. All right, back up there. All right, you can see over here from the 17th and 18th of June. Like we go up here and then we have that bottom. We go up again, new high, right? We get new highs and then our low also becomes higher. And look, new top. Now look again, the same thing is happening again. Now we have a new bottom right here, which is not lower than our previous bottom. So I should really say our highest, our higher bottom. And then we have our new higher high. So we keep having these higher bottoms and these higher highs. So if this is correct, and if we are to stay bullish in the crypto market, then what you're more than likely going to see, because look, our last low was right here. So what you're more than likely going to see is this next support. Look, we had some support here. So bear with me here. About 22.5K, we had some support. And then right before we actually had that breakout, it was right about here, about 21.7K. What did I say when we looked at this earlier? I said 21.7K or somewhere around there was our good support. So we actually may end up ignoring this area here and maybe even going back down to 21K, kind of tricking everybody. I don't know. Maybe it happens like that, or maybe it only goes down to like 22.7. But we know something is about to happen. 21.7, 22.7 could be either one of those. So let's turn back on the indicators here. So now we can see what our supports are looking like to see if this analogy is really correct. So let's go ahead and take all this stuff off the screen. So looking over here, what are we about to have coming up here with Bitcoin? So this is about the 21.7 that we're just now looking at. And that is where, oh, yep, at that line of supply and demand, of more demand. Just so happens that we have more demand at all of these areas where we're having these supports that I just now showed you. So this is very significant when you see that the bottoms are raising and they're getting higher and higher. The lows are getting higher and the highs are getting higher. This is definitely looking very nice. Maybe it's a bull trap. Maybe it's not, but this is definitely looking nice inside the crypto market. So I can definitely say we might actually have some good stuff going on. And when you look at Bitcoin for the last 24 hours in the 24-hour market control, we're bullish by 80%. So this is definitely possibly another rise in the crypto market. But first, you're going to see the drop in the price because, like I said, we're going to hit this new bottom, which is going to be higher than the previous bottom. So that's the main important thing that you want to look at. As long as our bottoms keep getting higher and they're not getting lower, then we're good. If our lows are getting higher and not lower, we're good. But yeah, anyways, that's what I got here for the Bitcoin technical. Now, actually, I want to show you the 4-hour chart too. So looking at the Bitcoin 4-hour chart, oh yeah, it's way more obvious on this chart. It's way more obvious. I should have showed you this one from the jump. But look, this is exactly what I want you all to look at. So let me go ahead and take off the indicators real quick. So this just makes it clear as day. The bottoms, the lows are getting higher, higher, higher. And our next low should be right here, right where I placed it in the next one. And it should be just like that. Steady move up. So it definitely looks like we might be coming bullish here. And you can see we already hit our bottom. Like I really think that this was the bottom. This was the low. So yeah, this is looking nice. This is the recovery that we all wanted to see. And I hope that we stay recovering. But something you do want to be wary of, we did just now come off of an overbought area. So what happens after overbuying? We're going to have some selling. So you're going to see some selling happen. Just like I said, you're going to see it probably go back down to 22K, possibly even 21.7. But after that, you can see it rising higher and higher. So hopefully it happens like that, but it makes it clear as day when you look at it in this position like this. So anyways, looking at this, we're heading up here to our red area, supply and demand of less demand. So look, this is our resistance. So when we actually get all the way up to 26.7K, right? Expect it to kind of fluctuate from 26.7K up to 28K. And then expect it to break the rhythm that we just created. Yeah, all those lower highs. Yeah, you're gonna all those higher lows. I mean, all those higher lows. You're gonna see that coming to an end. And then what you're gonna see after we actually peak here, you're gonna see a huge drop inside the market, and it's probably gonna go back down to like 22, possibly even 21K. But see, that is the new low now. Whenever we crash, that's the new low because we built all this momentum up. Now the whales are gonna sell out, so now we're gonna build that new low. And then it's going to start all over again. And it's going to keep doing that until it accumulates all the way up back up to like 60K. So I think that's how it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be like last time where we just have huge sporadic movements because everyone's so timid inside this market. So what people are doing is they're slowly dollar cost averaging in. And as they do that, it pretty much creates this stair step method. This is the stair step method. Like, look, boom, one stair step, two stair step, three stair step, four stair step, hit the resistance, fall off the stairs for a little bit, get back on the stair sets, and then keep creating your stair sets. Oops, hit the next resistance right up here, falling off, going back. And then it'll just keep doing that until it reaches its potential height. And that's just what I believe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but it definitely seems very probable that this is probably what's going to happen. That's just what I'm thinking. But anyways, definitely go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you like the video. Also, if you think that it's going to do this, definitely let me know in the comments. If you don't, let me know. Open to all the criticism. And also, remember, if you don't have a Ledger Nano X, you definitely want to get that. If it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. As always, I'll be back with another video.